Good afternoon, Scott's Tube, and today I want to share with you a bunch of different lighting effects that I've been using in my first-person survival horror game being made in RPG Maker. I've previously made videos describing why I'm using RPG Maker and how I got the first-person camera angle, as well as making a bunch of different objects. Today, lighting is going to be the main agenda, and I'm going to test out a bunch of different effects, like being able to change the lighting on the fly to create different colours and different intensities of light for different shadows, and to create a moving light source, as well as to illuminate different types of objects to make them stand out against the background. Okay, so the first effect I want to show you guys today, this light that grows more intense and then shuts off. These ones that change colour and bleed into the nearby environment. We also have a flashlight effect, which illuminates things as we get closer. And then over here we also have a moving light source moving up and down the corridor here. So I'm going to talk about all of these one at a time and talk about how they work and potential uses for how I may use that. So let's start off with this one here. So as you can see, it's essentially got 3 steps. Step 1 is there, so it becomes step 2 but more powerful, and step 3 it switches off. So step 1, 2, and then step 3. So let's talk about how that works. The object itself is created using these note tags. That's not too important right now. What is important is we have this parallel process. Targets the event number, so that's event number 71. So event number 71. Again, this is my test map, so there's a lot of events on this page. In actual gameplay, I intend to make much less number of events on each screen. So, 3 stages. First, we have the plugin command, mv3d, target event number 71, and configure lamp to be white. This 0.7 is the intensity of the light. The 5 is the distance that the light will travel. So we wait 60 frames, which is essentially 1 second, and then at 71, configure lamp black, so it just switches it off. And then the third step, which is 0.3, white, so a slightly less intense light. So we have basically an intense light, no light, a less intense light, and it cycles each step 1 second. An interesting thing about this one is that the actual light source itself is currently actually off the map, so you can't see the actual sprite for the light source, but the light itself bleeds into the map, so essentially we're able to create a light which is spawned off screen, which creates quite an interesting effect, I think. Next I'm going to talk about the flashlight, and the way that works is actually fairly simple. So the way I'm controlling the flashlight is essentially for a common event. At some point during the game, I want the power to be put back on again, and then it wouldn't run this bit. So if power is on, it won't do this bit, but if it else, see we have here this plugin command light, and then you choose a color for the light, and the sun attribute. These two here will configure essentially the ambient light of the map. And then here, at P targets the player, so the player is the source of it. With a flashlight, literally just the word flashlight will make this work. That's the color of the light, and then that's the intensity of it, or the distance it will travel. And it's as simple as that. Just adding in this line here will create the flashlight. The next thing we'll look at will be these TV screens that change color. So again, these use a parallel process. mv3d at target number 27, configure lamp green, red, white, with a 60 frame wait in between. Just next to that, there's another one, targeting event number 26, and cycles through the same colors. So we can see how that works now. So as you can see, the TV screens essentially change color, and the light from that bleeds into the environment around them. Again, I think this is a very simple but very effective little visual trick here. And again, as you can see, that effect bleeds on to the area around it. Okay, moving on to our fourth lighting effect that I'll be showing off today, with the moving light. Now you might already be able to have guessed how this one is working. Similar thing, in the note tag, in the notes for the event, we have this lamp command here. And it's as simple as just creating a move route, because the light here will follow the event. So simply having it move right 7 steps and back left 7 steps. I think this one might be my favourite of these little effects. Again, really simple, but I think this one is quite effective as well. So we see it moving up and down the corridor. I had to experiment with different sprites, different shapes to make this look better. But as you can see, it moves up and down the corridor, illuminating the corridor. Thank you everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this today, and I hope this will be helpful to some people. And if not, I hope this little sneak into the game I'm working on will get some people excited to want to see some more. So thank you. Please comment, like, subscribe if any of this is of interest to you, and I'll have some more content for you guys soon. I know it's very early days for this, but I've made a Patreon, guys, and anyone who signs up in the first month will be given the opportunity to include a personal message in the game. So that'll be as simple as anybody who signs up in the first month up until the 23rd of April will be given the opportunity to include a message in the game. Thank you very much, guys. Hope to see you on the next one.